Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Gormanator. I'm back. Says it on my chair, so you know it's true. I am the Gormanator. Paul Gorman, your Golfication Pro, ready to take you out on the best golf travel experiences of your life. But today I have something really cool to show you on this video I'm going to do with Zack here. A great player that's discovering how to use the lead wrist better to control the face and the ball flight. And not many people know that these do not work in the same flexions or same movements. So the lead wrist is very important on how it works. I'm going to show you in this video the 3 different steps to hit short shots, full swings, and everything, and organize yourself for better ball contact. So if you want to take that divot after the ball and compress it, you need to know what to do with the lead wrist, okay? Enjoy the video. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like below, and I'll see you after the video. All right, Zack, let's get going here, okay?
Yeah, all right.
All right, so Zack's a good player, hits the ball very hard. Sometimes we get a little extra draw, a little extra curve, and then it gets, a little hard to control. Hits the greens and kind of spins off left a little bit. So we're going to talk about that right now and how the grip, the way it's on, and how the hinging and unhinging should happen. Go ahead and grip for us.
This is what I've been doing.
Yeah, so this is a nice grip here. We're turned about 40 degrees, 20 to 40 degrees. For the lead hand, thumbs off to the side. Yep. Yeah. And the right hand's on there a little on the neutral side, we would say, with the crease going up to the chin. Those are really good dynamics, okay? Now, what should happen with the wrist joint here, especially this one, it should work in a fashion like this. So it would radial hinge and ulnar hinge is what it's called. So vertical hinging is just if you were to pull it here, you're already halfway there. If you have this shaft pointing right through your body and the club head even with your hands, you are now have vertical hinged. Okay. You can see how that didn't change. The angle of the wrist stayed the same. This angle. Yeah. The only thing that happened maybe was a little bit of the thumb going up, right there. Yeah. Exactly. So when you're taking this club back and you go halfway back to where it's on the yellow stick or something like that, you can see that wrist hasn't changed yet. Okay.
Yep.
Now, as you go up to the top and bang, bang, bang up there, we're on plane and you do this really well. However, when you come down sometimes, you'll start to unflex the grip this way. Yeah. And so when I say unflex, it's a little bit flatter, but moreover, it's rotated. So the Titleist portion you guys can see there starts to roll. And when that happens, the face gets square or square to the plane line pretty good, pretty early. Not a lot of people do this, to tell you the truth. Most people have it open.
It's not the problem.
And they can't close. Exactly right. Exactly right. So for you, with this grip that we've put in there and that's really easy for you to do, the one that, again, go back to the beginning, you can see, folks, that grip joint there, turned like this. Now we're going to copy me, bang, bang, right up here. Yep, good. Up, 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 up. Great. Now, your job is to practice in a way when you come back down to shaft level to the ground that the wrist didn't change yet. Okay?
Right.
Right now, folks, you can see how the butt of the club is like mid-thigh, near the leg when it's level to the ground, right? This is the key point, the very key point. I don't know how many seconds we're into this, but this is one that you're going to want to capsulize, folks. Zack's job here is to unhinge the club this way. Okay, now that joint here is going from radial to ulnar, okay, like thumb up, thumb down. It's not rotating, okay? Yeah. So when that's happening, you're going to come into this area here where you're about 45 degrees of an angle on the viewing screen. And here, this wrist joint is still the same. The Titleist is still facing the camera. Okay. The club face is still open. Okay. A lot of times when you come down, you're gonna see this. Yeah. Okay. Whether this is bent like it usually is, this is kind of flat, and this is rolled on top, where you're gonna still want to feel like you can be in this delivery here. Because the wrist joints need to change, we need to know how to change them. Anybody that's trying hands forward, flat wrist, that kind of stuff, it's slower for one thing, and it can you know, once you start to do this stuff, it activates all kinds of muscles up in the shoulder.
Yeah,
So we just want to learn how to use the wrists and lower arms really well. Seve was a master of it, Seve Ballesteros. So right here is when you come down, you can see the uncocking there, right? Good. And coming through, it'll give and go on through. So again, if you turn around and go back to the other side, or just come out here with the balls in front of you.
Yep.
And I'll fade out here. Yeah. Good. Now I want people to be able to see from a 45-degree view.
Okay.
And you go ahead and set up there. Yeah.
That's good.
Just like that. Now take a backswing,
Okay.
control that left foot. You're not hitting the ball yet,
Okay.
but you can set up to it either way. Good. Now, this is what we're talking about right here, guys. Go ahead, go back. Level to the ground right there. Didn't change, right?
Yeah.
Rory is like this big time. Takes it back, nothing changes. There's a little torque rotation this way. I'll get in the sun so people can kind of see this. There's a little torque, maybe rotation right here, but only a few degrees. It's not changing to go flat, and it's not going under. A little bit of torque rotation keeping this angle, right? So it's just maintaining what you started with. Good. It's the same there, and maintain up, 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 up. Great there. See how that's still the same. Club face is great. Bring it back down to level to the ground. Boom, boom, boom. Look there.
Yeah.
Face.
Yeah.
Okay. So if there was a tree here, if I had a tree in the way, right here, and you had to just unhinge the club, tree this way, go ahead. How would you unhinge it? Yeah, exactly. So that was like, right?
Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's feeling like this. Movement, turn around to the sun again for folks. Yeah, there you go. Bam. So this joint here stays extended. You can see the loft on the face. Face hasn't closed. Boom. What does that feel like to you?
It feels, I have to say, on the backswing, feels nice and balanced. I
Okay.
have to say, in a way that I don't always feel.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's going to feel. I think I'm feeling it, but it's going to be interesting to see what. Yeah, I mean, it feels a lot cleaner in a lot of ways than my.
Yeah, there you pitched the club out,
Yeah, and then
the face is closed, and then
yeah.
your body, your brain is going to kind of shut some systems off, and,
Yep.
and then
Yeah. I mean, that seems, Paul, like feeling it like the simplest thing to do.
yeah.
To be honest, right?
You heard it right there. So it's like, I'm gonna jump in here real quick,
Yeah.
and you can stand right next to me right here. We're talking about, like, when I start here like this, I can just kind of torque the wrists a little bit, get the club on this level to the ground area here.
Yeah.
Here's our grip, right? You got it over here, hand on top with the right. Then I just hinge, rotate, torque that wrist just a little bit.
Yeah.
Or I can push it back and just feel a little bit of this. This meaning
a little
little
bit of a little bit of
Other
little
hand.
sorry,
Left
little
hand.
bit of
little bit of that,
yeah.
retaining this cup. Yep.
Okay.
Just a little torque.
Yeah.
Got it right there. Now my whole goal is not to change this.
Okay.
Up to the top, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Still the same, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And then downswing still the same, still the same, still the same. And now from here, all I have to do is release this wrist this way, while I let the right hand straighten this way, and the face is not closing to the point where it's going to start left.
Right.
It is closing, but it's also unhinging.
Yeah.
So anybody that's changing from here, a lot of people think, let's get this square to the target.
Yeah.
Okay, now I've got a condition where I might be over the top, because that can cause this, right? And it can get a little bit closed coming down and maybe start the ball left. Where this one here feels like I'm on plane, like you were saying, it feels simple.
Yeah.
It leaves the arms more underneath and chilly,
Yeah.
con carne, and I come in and I'm feeling more on plane, not closed.
Okay.
So
I can see that.
it's really just being down with what this will do when you hit a ball. And looking down here right now, I can see my wrist is going like this, right? Which allows me to release the club fast and not close the face, right?
Yep.
This is not what we want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I That's been my
Yeah.
that's been my thing.
So we're gonna give it a go here.
All right.
All right. Okay, here we go. So you're gonna start again. So right from there, you know what you're doing with these guys. You're gonna miss the tube twice, but
Yeah.
unhinge so that when you're here, that this is just, sorry, all right, so that you're just bang. This is pointing right to your leg already. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not out here waiting.
Yeah. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Start again. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you're trying to come in and feel that. Go ahead and set up there, Zach. Swing it back and stop. Come on back down. So that by the time you're here, you're feeling this.
Yeah.
You're not feeling this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need you to
okay.
feel like
Yeah.
this.
Okay.
So what is that? How do you relate the right wrist, left wrist kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
You need
yeah.
to keep, you're wanting to do
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
and this needs to be straightening of the wrist, excuse me, straightening of the elbow,
Yeah.
but not a rolling of the wrist.
Okay. Not right.
That's it. Yeah. That's a big difference right there, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That was-
Different, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely
So
is. It's a different
what's that?
feel. Different feel
Yeah.
altogether. Yeah.
So slowly go back. Let me get in gear here one more time for you before you pull the trigger.
Okay.
So I've got this tube here for you to take a soft arm hinge inside with the torque left wrist go, slow stop. Yeah, so maybe you'd feel a little bit more there.
One more.
A little
Okay.
bit.
Yeah.
Then you obviously don't come out to the tube. It slides back down and stops right there. Yeah, so that it's right in that area, perfect.
Yeah.
And you're trying to think, what does that feel like? Well, I think the elbow straightened,
Yeah.
but it doesn't mean the wrist needs to change.
Yeah. Got it. Okay.
Right?
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't mean the wrist need to do this when you straighten the elbow.
Yeah.
It just bang, nothing changed, right?
Yeah.
You just
Okay. Yeah.
like
Right.
this.
Yeah.
Okay, that's happening. When you do that, you can feel that happening.
Yeah.
So that's the combination of how the wrists can work to get the plane better,
Yeah.
that you were saying felt easy,
Yes.
and then also
yeah.
control the club face.
Yeah.
But it's just some concepts that we haven't thought
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
and worked on. So I'm going to have you hit a soft one out there. I'm just going to hold the tube here and you do the work. Yeah. So with the stick here, and knowing that, go ahead and do it again, do your work on that backswing and then come down and stop there. You can see the shafts lined up nicely,
Yeah.
right? So things are all released.
Yeah.
That's out, but you
Yeah.
haven't closed the face a bunch.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's just try a ball and just punch it a little with this guy. With the stick on there.
With the stick on
Yep.
there? Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Just a chip shot, but no follow through. That
Okay.
thing's got to come back and whack you.
Okay.
Go. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just kind of what those last three shots,
Yep.
the suppleness of your movements. And, you see tour players and everyone goes, "Wow, they look like they don't even try."
Yeah.
That's what you look like on the last three
Yeah.
that had identical ball flight.
Which
And I was-
I'm not known for.
well, it's a big guy, and use the muscles.
Yeah, right.
It's okay, but we're going to use them differently. Where they're going to be soft and fast,
Yeah.
with the body being more quiet. And what I was just telling you on those hits was like a surfer, or it reminded me of someone going up in a wave that I've never been on. But it looked like your ball flight went like up the wave and then curled off this way. Those last three shots were pushed out to the right, looked like they rose up and curled back, and the sound was
Super
So-
satisfying for sure. Yeah.
so I can't wait to keep going and making this happen. Hey everybody, thanks for watching the video. You can tell Zach figured it out and could really sense the difference of like,
Absolutely.
do I want to hustle the body through, with the club, or do I need to feel when I'm isolating the wrist? Kind of how do I do it, right? And slowing down some other things and just feeling, putting the brakes on a little bit. So these tips will help you. You need to investigate a little bit of how to use the wrists and really what the benefits are. More speed for one thing, compressing the ball for another, controlling the club face for another. Just so many things. So thanks for watching. Zach said there's some links in the description.
There are, Paul.
There are some links in the description that'll take you to another place with bombing your drives. I also have a private Facebook group that just launched, which Zach said is one of the best. You really like the live feed, you said, with the guest instructors.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No.
Yeah, so it lets you guys in the rooms with some instructors around the world, as well as swing tips and everything, all for the price of a glove per month. Come on, get your glove for that right hand. All right, everybody, peace.